What's up, guys? Been a while since we did one of these, huh? Figured we'll, since I got the camera out for the first time today, we'll do one of these. So we're doing a little Jack Daniels. Oh yeah. Just sip it straight. Recently found out my bad hangovers appear to be beer related, because if I drink like a beer or two, I'll get a hangover. But I can drink hard alcohol all day long and not have hangovers, so I guess we're switching to hard stuff. Still delicious. So, have a drink with me. Here we are. So the reason we haven't done any videos here in a while, any significant videos, is the main reason that stopped me was because I was having my house remodeled. I was having the whole inside redone, so I had to move all my stuff into my bedroom and live out of my bedroom basically, and it took a lot longer than originally planned, and it ended up costing a lot more than I originally planned. So I worked a lot more than originally planned. So I got to the point now where it's pretty much done. There's a couple little things that need to be done still, as any project I guess, but I paid the contractor the last check, so I don't have to worry about having money in the bank anymore, enough to pay him or whatever. I don't have to worry about, you know, making sure other people are getting their money. Now it's all mine, so now I can start playing with the cars again. So I started today working on this thing. Well, didn't start working on this today, but I started in the beginning of this coronavirus shutdown thing. I started working on everything. So I pulled the transmission out of this. Transmission went back in today. Only thing keeping me from starting it up is I don't have any transmission fluid to fill it back up, so I have to go to the store in the morning to do that. I did pick up a new project. You've probably seen a previous video of a 73 Jeep CJ5 sitting out there. So that's going. I got a few more parts in the room there for it. I got to order a few more parts for it. It's getting closer, and that one, as long as it drives and runs to be, it turns out to be a good vehicle, and I don't need to do a ton of stuff to it, so hopefully it'll be alright. The fair lane got moved out of here. It's sitting under the carport right now. Gotta figure out what I'm going to do once I get this thing fired back up. Put the fair lane back in here, keep the shop open maybe for the summer to put other things in and out, because I got that Jeep that needs to come in. You know, I got a lot of work to do on that, so maybe I'll put the Jeep in here while I rewire it and do other stuff. I'd like to do a small lift and whatnot on it, but we'll see. Updates for the shop here. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm missing a wall behind me. I tore down a wall. It used to be just a little walkway right here. So I took that out, and it opened this place up so much more. It's so much more, I don't know, inviting, I guess. And then another thing I did, which I guess I can show you guys real quick here. The thing that allowed me to do a lot of this stuff, fit this through, is I built these shelves in here. So now all this stuff that was piled in this room and piled throughout the shop has now been thrown on shelves, stuffed up here. It's not, you know, super organized or anything, but everything's kind of laid out now where I can at least see what I have, and if I need something I can go grab it. Kind of like, you know, instead of those small block Chevy valve covers, I'll probably throw one of those on the Jeep, and the air cleaner will probably go on that Jeep. And then, you know, I know what I have now. I can see everything. And then like this shelf down here is like for Brian and his Oldsmobile stuff, and yeah, it's just, it cleared up everything. So this room got emptied out. This thing used to be filled up to the top of the window with junk practically, so. And then I took a couple of the old cabinets from the house and put them out here, and now for the most part everything is organized. Those are Jeep parts, those are mufflers that need to go on the old K30 Chevy. Moved like my old dressers in here with all my random, I don't know, rags and gloves and stuff, and it doesn't have sanding stuff in it anymore, but you get the idea. And then I got my new beer fridge, which is not for beer anymore. I just put soda in it, and Jack Daniels goes up in the freezer. So yeah, This place is I actually enjoy just sitting in my shop now, finally. Like, it used to be so messy that I really had nowhere to sit, and all I would do is stare at everything that I need to do. But now that everything is done, organized, it's kind of nice being out here again. Oh yeah, I did throw this this old Cadillac flathead motor and the Hydromatic transmission that used to be under the carport. I threw it in here because that's about the only of the big motors that or the old classic motors that I really want to keep. Hold on, I gotta try and adjust this tripod so I can get through the door easier. Okay, and you can see there's the wall that I took out. It used to go basically from that post all the way down, and it just had a little walkway here, which was really annoying. I was so tired of always walking through this walkway, tripping over stuff, and then I had a big metal shelf here up against the wall on this side that, I don't know, I just collected junk, you know. Like, I was looking at it and it's like, I don't need this stuff. I don't need it out here, so got rid of stuff, threw it out, throw it on shelves elsewhere. And then just tons of like organizing, you know. I added that metal rack over the top of the standards there, or the fasteners. And that kind of organized all my screws and nails better. I built this. This used to be on my front porch. I've always planned on bringing it back here and putting it on casters and using it as a rolling workbench, and now I have. And just the couple times that I've used that, like being able to move it out to the grass there and then like cut metal or grind metal out there instead of doing it inside, is so much better. Keeps all the mess outside and whatnot. Big thing I did is I bought a new welder. I kind of went a little overboard on that, so let me show you the helmet that I got. It's pretty cool. That's a Miller-Matic 220. It'll do everything. It'll do MIG, TIG, AC, DC, TIG, stick, whatever I ever want to learn. I don't know how to do TIG welding, but I plan on learning. And then here's the fancy helmet I bought, the nice Miller helmet. Ooh, so now you'll see me wearing that, hopefully in some videos. Trying to keep everything all nice, organized, clean. The shop's a little different these days. Back in your home. I do have 2 different bottles for that welder too, so we will be able to do whatever we want out here. It's kind of nice. Well, I'll give you a separate update or separate video on the Jeep later. Let's set you back up out here. So now, my only thing really holding me back on these videos now is the video editing. Last time I was trying to do it before I kind of packed all my stuff away, 6 or 9 months ago, however long it's been now, was my computer wouldn't recognize any files off of this memory card that I'm using. And I had I built a new fancy computer, so it's got all the brand new fancy stuff. But it wouldn't recognize it. I put that card in and it would say there's basically nothing on it. But I can go and do it through my computer or my camera or whatever, and it's full. It's got all sorts of videos on it. So that was the last issue I was having. And then there's also the issue of my kind of fancy new video editing program I'm trying to do. What was that? DaVinci Resolve, I think? It's a little too fancy for me. I can't figure it out. So either I'm going to keep fumbling around with that and figure it out, or I might have to look for something a little more simple. Because I used to just use the Windows Movie Maker, which was super basic and really easy to use. I wouldn't mind having something like that, but maybe just a little better, something. But Windows Movie Maker, they don't support it anymore. They don't do anything with it anymore, so it's basically an antique at this point. I don't even know if you can use it anymore. So I gotta figure all this stuff out. So hopefully if you see this video, it means I figured something out. I was making videos on my cell phone, but you have to do that in like a one take, like one single clip. You can't make multiple clips. You can't combine things on the just the YouTube page, I guess, where you can upload videos straight to YouTube. So I spent a lot of time on Pearson BA350's stuff. You've seen his videos with his GMC Jimmy that we got going last year, and then we just recently started working on his Oldsmobiles. He's got 2.5 of them basically that we need to make one good one out of. Started working on his chassis and frame for that, and the main reason I bought that new welder was because I realized that we got a ton of body work to do on that Oldsmobile. For one, I've never done major body work, you know. I can weld a small piece here or there, do something and grind it and fill it, whatever. I can do little stuff. I've never done big panels like whole floorboards, or hopefully I don't have to do anything really exterior like quarter panels or anything like that yet, but I never done anything like that, and I really was not going to do it with that old Harbor Freight flux core welder that Brian has. I don't know, I've been trying for years and I just can't make nice welds with that thing, so that's where I bought this. And then the first project I did was on the Jeep. I had to notch out the rear fender so the rear seat or the front seat can go back further so that my long legs fit in that thing. And welding with that new welder on that thing, it was like night and day from the old welder. So I'm like, thank God. It was the welder, it's not me. But I'm still not a good welder, so. But other than that, I mean, that's kind of the quick update, I guess, of everything that's been going on. All through winter, I did absolutely nothing. All I did was go to work. I worked 10 hours every single day. I got my half-hour to hour commute every single, each way, every single day. I worked 7 days a week as much as I could. So I had, what did they make me take? Every 5th or 6th weekend they would make me take off. So I pretty much had rarely, every month and a half I'd take a weekend off. And then it was just so tiring that I didn't do anything. So through the whole winter I pretty much had no life. I didn't do anything. I just kind of came home, slept, went back to work, so. But now that that's all over, I already had a date set in mind. It was going to be April 8th that I was going to stop working the overtime as long as they were done with the house. And then I was just going to focus on cars this summer. Just cars. So here we are. And it's Friday. I tried to go to work earlier this week, and everything is just so dumb there with wearing face masks and everybody freaking out about the virus and all this stupid stuff. And, I tried to do it for 2 days, and I couldn't do it. So I was like, you know what, I'll try again next week. So I took 2 more days off, and here we are. Now I got the weekend still ahead of me. The weather's going to turn to crap here, I think, this weekend, so don't know how much stuff I'll get done. The grass gets nice and wet. Maybe we'll do some donuts in this thing. Who knows? But I mean, that's about everything. I've just been waiting to get that house out of the way, and now that it's done, I'm starting to work on stuff again. So that's cool. I'm happy. So I think that will be a good spot to close this video off. So hopefully everybody else is doing good, and hope to make a lot of videos this summer and hopefully make something interesting. And I'm still looking for more subscribers. I still need 125 more people. I think I'm at 875, so if you're still with me on this video, please subscribe, because I need some more. So we're getting close. I got to get back into I shouldn't say making money off of this stuff, but just the idea in the back of your head that you can make money off this stuff, even if I'm not making, I'm only making 5 or 10 or 20 bucks a month on this, just it makes it that much more motivating to do it, like it's kind of like playing the lotto. It's like, well, you could hit it big, maybe you'll make a video that goes viral, and make a bunch of money. And it's not that I'm doing it for the money, but the money helps, and I don't know, there's just some sort of a incentive in the back of your mind at all times when you do it, so it's nice. And so as long as I keep seeing people being interested, and commenting and liking and staying engaged, then we'll keep doing it. I don't really care if people want to hate on my stuff. It's, I get a couple of those comments every once in a while, and it's just kind of like, thanks for the view, sucker. So, yeah, just keep viewing my stuff if you're still around, and thanks for the support. I'll talk to you guys later.